common mistakes with the barbell bench press. We're diving into that rabbit hole because there's so many of these, okay? So the first one we're gonna start off with is foot position. So not having appropriate drive, lower body drive in your lift can decrease the amount of weight you can lift. So I'll give you a demonstration of that. So having your feet nice and relaxed while you're in that bench press position, okay? So you're putting yourself at a disadvantage because with your inability to drive downwards, okay, you can be reducing the amount of weight you can lift with that bar, okay? So making sure you're having appropriate leg drive, it will keep the lower back locked down, keep the glutes tight, and just give you an overall more impressive bench press. So number 2, okay, we all know that guy who wants to stack the bar up and then change their positioning into a decline position. What I mean by that is, I'll give you a demonstration. So lifting the hips off the bar, off the bench. You want to make sure you keep yourself locked down, keep your butt on the bench, okay? Try not to lift your butt off the bench. As soon as you lift your butt off the bench, you change the dynamics of the movement and you change a flat position into a decline position to gain more reps or increase the weight, and we don't want that. So keep your butt on the bench. So number 3, not having the appropriate grip on the bar, okay? So when you have a faulty grip on the bar, your wrist will take a lot of that pressure, all right? So I don't know if you've seen a lot of people, they do their bench press and they come off and they have wrist pain. That's because they've not appropriately gripped the bar. So when I grip the bar, I want to think about having the midline of my hands, okay, in line with that barbell. And the way to cue that is just by rotating the thumbs downwards, gripping that barbell, and breaking that bar, I like to explain it as, okay? So that barbell is nice and aligned now. You've got a way more powerful grip. And as you can see from the sides, my wrist is parallel to the other one, okay? The second you grip that barbell and you're not in the right position, the wrist will take all the beating. So let me explain it again. Thumbs down, align that barbell appropriately, grip the bar, wrist is nice and straight, okay? Now, number 4 would be quite an important one because doing this in this particular fashion can injure your shoulders directly, okay? So number 4 is not having a pinned position in the bench, not being locked down, not being braced properly, and having an effective stable point in the bench, okay? So a lot of big words there, but I'm gonna simplify it for you. So common mistake is we finish the movement and we move into a rounded position at the top of the movement, okay? What we actually want to do is stay pinned back, keep the shoulders down and back so the lats can become activated, okay? So having an activated lat in this position keeps your movements a lot more stabilized, okay? And gives you less chance to injure the shoulder, okay? So we want to avoid that protraction at the top of the movement. Make sure your scapula is pulled back and stabilize downwards. So 5th and final rule is going to be elbow positioning, okay? So if you haven't got the right elbow positioning, that will signify your lats not being engaged properly, okay? And it can, depending on how wide your elbows are when you're performing the movement, can cause an imbalance in between the shoulders and the pectoral activity. So we'll do a demonstration of that. Okay, so as we come down, what we want to do is make sure the elbows are locked in, okay, diagonally, and we drive upwards, okay? So what we don't want to do is ungrip the bar and have the elbows press outwards, okay? That can cause unnecessary strain on the shoulders. So lock the bar down, engage the lats, elbows should cushion your side slightly, and drive up. Okay, so that will increase the amount of activity into the pecs, as opposed to having an excessive strain on the shoulders.